Fortnite just made one of the biggest FNCS announcements ever, and that is the FNCS Global Championship. This year, we will be competing for the ultimate goal of $4 million at LAN in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know and how to qual to this massive LAN. First, I want to go over the new FNCS majors, which were just announced, and how they work. We will have 3 majors, which are 3 FNCSs, and each of them will be 5 weeks long. We will also have a last chance major to help qualify teams to the FNCS Global Championship, and then the Global Championship at the very end of the year. Major 1 begins on February 3rd, and just as a reminder, you need to be in the Elite Division to play FNCS this season. FNCS weekly formats are the Elite Cup formats, where there will be 2 days of competition on both Wednesday and Friday, and the top 50 teams in cumulative points after Friday advance to Saturday finals. But this season, it's done a little bit different than in the past. In past seasons in FNCS weekly finals, you could qual to FNCS Grand Finals by getting a certain placement in the weekly finals, but this season you will need to be top 40 in series points after all 3 FNCS final weeks have been concluded. If you do not get top 40 in the series points standings but are 41st through 90th, you will be qualified for Surge Week. Surge Week is our renamed FNCS semifinals or reboot rounds. There will be 5 games where the winner of each game will qualify to FNCS Grand Finals, and the teams placing 6th through 10th will also qualify to FNCS Grand Finals, just like what we are used to with the reboot round or the FNCS semifinals from Chapter 3. The FNCS finals of Major 1, 2, and 3 should be no different from what we are used to. 50 teams competing on 2 days. Each major consists of a $2 million prize pool split between all regions, so it's all pretty much the same as last year. The next thing I want to go over is how many teams qual to the FNCS Global Championship and how the teams are broken down by region. In Major 1, EU will have 2 duos that qualify to the Global Championship, and every single other region will only have 1. I'm not too sure as why they went with such a little amount of duos in Major 1 in comparison to Major 2 and 3, but let's keep going. In Major 2, 5 EU duos will make the Global Championship, 2 NA East duos will make the Global Championship, and then 1 duo from every other region. And lastly, in Major 3, 10 EU duos will make the Global Championship, 7 NA East duos, 3 NA West, Asia, and Brazil duos, and 2 OCE and Middle East duos will all qualify to the FNCS Global Championship. Even though that adds up to 50 teams, there's also another 25 teams that qual through the Last Chance Major. The Last Chance Major will happen after all 3 majors for the year are concluded. The Last Chance Major will be held on August 24th to 27th, and the top 250 duos from round 1 on each region will qualify to round 2 to compete on 2 days. Each day will have 6 matches, and at the end of the Last Chance Major, 9 EU duos, 5 NA East duos, 3 Brazil, NA West, and Asia duos, and 1 OCE and Middle East duo will all qualify to the Global Championship based on cumulative points. And all of that totals out to be 26 EU duos, 15 NA East duos, 8 NA West, Brazil, and Asia duos, and 5 OCE and Middle East duos. And this does total 75 teams, but I'll explain how that works and why there are 75 teams now. The Global Championship will consist of an upper and lower bracket, where the upper bracket will have all 50 teams that qualified from the majors. The last chance qualifiers will have to start from the lower bracket. In the upper bracket, there will be 5 games where the top 25 teams advance to the Grand Finals on day 3, and the bottom 25 teams from day 1 play, and the 25 last chance qualifier teams compete on day 2 in the same 5-game format, where the top 25 teams advance to Grand Finals on day 3. The Global Championship will consist of just 6 matches. FNCS Invitational was 12 matches on 2 days, whereas this year we will just have 1 day of competition. I like this format, but I'm not here to give my opinion. I'm here to give information. Next, I'm going to go over the full schedule for FNCS this year, so let's get right into it. Major 1 will begin February 2nd and goes until March 5th. Major 2 will begin April 13th and will end May 14th. Major 3 will begin July 20th and then August 20th. The Last Chance Major is August 24th to 27th, like we talked about earlier, and the Global Championship is just said to be in late 2023, but if we had to take a guess, it'll probably be in November again. This year is shaping up to be an awesome year of FNCS. Let me know your thoughts down below on this year's FNCS formats, and also let me know any questions you might have about this year's formats, and I'll make sure to answer them. I hope you guys enjoyed this informational video, and I will see you guys in the next video.